What's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video on my outlook on Bitcoin and possibly what could happen over the weekend. As we know that Bitcoin still has dominance over the market, so whatever Bitcoin's doing, normally the altcoins are going to follow. So we'll look at a little bit of what the USDT dominance is doing, which also affects Bitcoin tremendously. So let's start out on the USDT dominance chart. So USDT is Tether, which is connected very closely in terms of price with the US dollar. And normally when the USDT goes up, what happens is that Bitcoin goes down. So you can see that it's been respecting this trend line, touching and going up, touching and going up. And you can see over the last hour, let's actually put it onto the daily chart. So on the daily, it's been extremely bullish, and that actually has been reflected in Bitcoin tremendously. So what we're looking for is that USDT hopefully breaks this channel on a downward path. So you can see this channel there, and we're looking for it to actually break that channel so that Bitcoin can actually head up. So let's quickly go have a look at the Bitcoin chart. You can see that Bitcoin has made some really big moves down over the last couple of days. I think it was on September the 7th where there was a big red candle going down, and at that point Bitcoin was sitting at about $52,000. So it was at a high point after a big dump on May the 19th. And you can see these daily candles were extremely bullish, a couple of pushes down, bullish again, all the way up to 52,000. So in my opinion, corrections for the markets are extremely healthy. They can't keep going up and up and up and up, because literally what is happening is that whales are selling, and you can see by this candle, this huge candle here is definitely smart money cashing out on the local highs of Bitcoin. And often what happens is that they will go for stop losses for the small retailers like yourself and myself. So I'd suggest that you don't do leverage trading if you don't have the experience with it. Rather stick to spot trading, which means you buy at a certain level. Let's say, for instance, if you bought there, that's a great thing, and you just hold it and hold it and hold it, because the long-term outlook for Bitcoin is actually very bullish. You can see, oops, let me just change that. You can see that Bitcoin has been respecting these two channels since almost the 28th, 29th, beginning of August, and came down, touched the lower trend line, gone up, respected the higher trend line, came down, gave a touch there, and it was heading up. It's kind of halfway between the two trend lines when all of a sudden that big dump happened. So what happened for a couple of days is you can see my support and resistance levels there, and it was actually respecting those lines very nicely up until it dumped right down. So at the moment we're sitting between the two, and I'm looking for Bitcoin to hopefully break this resistance level at 45,600. And the reason why I think that is possible to do it over the weekend is, firstly, when there's lower volume over weekends, whales like to play, and they can actually manipulate the price. And what I'm seeing here is on the stochastic RSI that there is various bullish diversions. So there's a higher low, and you can see here that on the actual price of Bitcoin, it's actually ranging. So this is definitely bullish divergence. On the MACD, you are seeing exactly the same thing. So where you've come from a lower low to a higher low, and exactly the same on the RSI. so the relative strength index. Normally that is an indicator that there is a trend change coming or a move up. So I think what might happen on Bitcoin is that we might come and touch this 44,200 line again and possibly start pushing up. So at the moment my my moving averages you've got the 5 moving average here in green, 20 moving average in red, and a 50 moving average in yellow. Currently it's pointing down, and the momentum on the oscillators is pointing down, but it looks like if you look at the hourly, that there's actually been some movement in the right direction in terms of momentum. And what I'm liking about the MACD is that there is some positive momentum, and also you can see on momentum there's been a higher low. So we're moving in the right direction. Let's just look at the 4-hour real quick. Okay, 4 hour is not quite crossing up yet, but if we get a bit of a push up in the next couple of hours with the US markets waking up in a few hours, would be about 2:30, 3 o'clock our time. The markets aren't open, but the US is waking up, which means there's a lot more volume coming in, and volatility will probably come to the markets. So whatever you're doing, I would say if you're leverage trading, watch your longs, make sure that you protect your positions. If you're in positions, make sure you've got stop losses in place. But my best bet is if Bitcoin comes and touches this price again at 44,200, 44,300, do a spot buy. This thing is bullish in the long run. So you always look at your history in terms of what has happened, and you can see here from the 20th of July it's been extremely bullish. So we've still got a higher low that is formed there, and you can see the trend is definitely still bullish. We've not gone into bearish territory yet, in my opinion. Only if we start breaking this 44,300, the next level that you would be looking at would be 41,200, but that's a long way off. You can see even with this big candle of that was in my opinion manipulated, came down to 42,700, and if you bought that dip, well done. So as always with crypto, expect anything, expect the unexpected, because the markets can be volatile. So also another thing to look at is that the DXY, or the US dollar currency index, has been quite strong. You can see it's been actually trending up over the last couple of hours. So when the dollar's strong, traditionally, Bitcoin weakens. So as the dollar starts breaking that trend line down, then you'll actually see Bitcoin going up in the opposite direction. So hopefully that has been a help to you. If it's given you some insight, please crush the like button, press the subscribe button. I will be posting a lot more of these kind of analysis. And by the way, I've been using a lot of Swing Trade Pro's indicators. There's paid indicators, and I've also been on their Discord channel, which on a daily basis they give a lot of crypto calls and where to go in, and you can see, okay, sometimes stop loss gets hit, but these guys have been quite accurate. So let me call up the website for you, swingtradepros.com, and I've been learning a lot from Mr. Know It All. He is a technical analysis expert, but if you have a look at their website, go check out the shop. Their SAR bot and script setup, this is one of the most profitable bots that you get out there. A lot of guys 10xing their accounts. There was a guy the other day that within, I think it was about 14 days, he went from $1,000 to $10,000 in his account. But if that's out of your range, start with the real-time indicators, look at the stock options and crypto if you follow those alerts and the indicators, you can actually make your money back within a couple of days. So have a good weekend. Remember to click the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.